So part of programming is when somebody wants you to do something and it's not immediately obvious, and every person, not every person, but there is multiple solutions to a particular problem. And the ability to problem solve is a good skill no matter what you're doing in life. Okay? So you break it down into its parts. So as I read this number 4, I was like, okay, so the water consumption from the appliances is important to consider as you calculate your carbon footprint. Consider how many times per week you run your dishwasher and or washing machine. Okay? So we have two parts to this. So the first part is if you run your dishwasher or washing machine more than 9 times a week. So or one or the other. 9 times a week. Then you add 3 points. If you run it between 4 and 9 times, then you add 2 points. If you run it between 1 and 3, you add 1. And if you don't have a dishwasher, add nothing. Okay? So that's the first part. Okay, so this one seems fairly straightforward, right? This is not that different than what we've done. And maybe that'll be the thing we do next. But I want you to think about, kind of think ahead. Because the second part of this is actually related. Now, when we've done these before, they haven't been directly related. We could kind of do them standalone, meaning we could make a different form input. But in this case, if you have a washer and a dishwasher and a washing machine, then perform the calculation twice. Okay? Okay, so think about that. How would we do that? Would we just create another input for this one? Okay, so so that's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about how would we solve this, right? And in this case, we're not going to write all the code yet. We're going to start, of course, by writing this. But what I want you to do is now, because and maybe immediately you think, yeah, this is how I would handle it. Boom. So here's what I want you to do, right? So this is the video you're watching. So give the solution some thought, and then by creating a markdown file called my solution, and in there write a solution. Like how would you accomplish this? Because yeah, this seems like an easy selection, option drop down. And then here, if there's no dishwasher, but in this case, if I think about it, if they have a dishwasher and washing machine, then we're going to take these calculations up here and we're going to do them again. But what if they say they don't have? If they select this, then I wouldn't want to give them this option. If they say I don't have a dishwasher, then this would no longer be relevant, and therefore I would not want the form to allow them to just select this. And then the question would be, how do you select it? Okay? So that's what we're going to do. Do that. Commit with how to solve the water consumption inputs. Okay? Your thoughts on this. But again, part of this class is learning how to take things. Your solution may or may not be what we go for. And this is where, I don't benefit from having you in the classroom to where we could brainstorm ideas. So I look forward to seeing some of the ways, because I suspect some of you, all of you, not everybody will have a different one, but there'll be certain solutions that will be fairly common that we will see. Okay? All right, so do that, commit that, and then what I want you to do is after that, and you'll see it in the right, so go ahead and code this up, okay? So after you commit this, right, then we'll just go ahead and say attempt the first part of the water consumption, submit with my code, and then I'll come back around and we'll see how far we get. We'll see how far we get on this one.